Hi everyone, welcome to another Sounds of Stadia live stream for Thursday afternoon. Slightly different than usual though. You're joining myself, Chris, from the Sounds of Stadia podcast, alongside one of my co-hosts, the techie teacher himself, to my right, the man of many pixels, Mr. Richie. How are you doing?
Well, apparently I'm the techie teacher now.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realise that. That just shows you how in routine I get with that particular rundown. The man of many pixels, I mean you could be a teacher, joining us this afternoon for Square Enix Presents live, slightly early. I'm still in work mode to be honest, Richie. I don't know about you.
Yeah. Oh, I've been off all day. It's been lovely.
Lovely for some of us, because we are here today, not for a podcast, not for a live stream as of yet. That's part of our double bill for this afternoon. We will be playing FIFA, of course, later on, just several hours from now with you lovely people out there. However, Square Enix dropped a lovely announcement on us earlier last week, which we reported on our podcast, that they're doing a presentation event aptly named Square Enix Presents, and they're going to detail things from Avengers, Life is Strange, Outriders, Tomb Raider's anniversary coming up, and some exciting things, hopefully very pertinent to Stadia. So we thought we'd jump in with you, the lovely Stadia community, and watch along and see what's happening, see what they've got in store for us, because we're quite a big fan of a lot of their games, Richie. We discussed last week Life is Strange in particular, we're both big fans of. And hopefully, the big question I've got for you while we wait for this to go live, we've got a couple of minutes yet. Do you think they'll shed the episodic format for the Life is Strange games?
I don't. I hope they've learned the lesson in that even if they keep it episodic, they don't space out the episodes too far. I hope they've got all the episodes kind of basically done before the first one comes out, so they can almost do like bang, 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 bang. Because I think the games like Life is Strange, as much as I love them, when you're trying to play them, like I fizzled out on that Life is Strange 2, so I need to go back and play that because it was taking months between episodes. Where with one and Before the Storm, I kind of just played them all back to back, and it was a much better experience.
Yeah, exactly the same for me. I played the first one to completion when it was out in its entirety, and then I did the same with Before the Storm. I waited for that one. Part 2 in particular, I waited for that long that it got that broken up. I never ended up getting around to it because you never kind of really know when it's going to come, unless you're like clued into their Twitter account and their kind of roadmap. So I for one would like the next Life is Strange entry to be just a standalone game. We know it's potentially going to be done by Deck 9 instead of Don't Nod. I think they've handed over the baton now of the IP fully, so interesting to see what that is. Welcome to everyone in the chat as well. Sedna, Jinxage, Derek. Afternoon, evening, good evening. What is it? What stage are we at now? It's still afternoon, right?
I mean, for probably about 5 minutes. I always say 5 o'clock is evening, so
that's it. See, I usually think it's when it gets dark. It's quite like back and forth as the seasons go. Derek's hoping for a Tomb Raider 2 remake. So that's what it was heavily rumored that they were going to look at reimagining the original trilogy and somehow fold it in with the reboot. Quite frankly, I'd be happy with just another Tomb Raider reboot game. I thought the last 3 we've had were fantastic in their own right. Some better than others, but I definitely think it's a world and it's a game format that we know, Rich, you've said on the podcast many times, that I'm a huge fan of. So
there's
to see more of
that they're going to try and link the reboot series to the original series, which I think we've discussed on the podcast, and for me, that's what I'm interested to see how they're going to do that, because for me, it feels like the Lara in each game's the 2 different Laras completely.
Oh yeah, well the reboot obviously told her origin, so how that's going to tie in.
Yeah, the reboot, she's a character.
Yeah, it's an interesting take, and a couple of minutes. Hopefully, the presentation itself is going to be about 40 minutes. We know that, so we're probably going to see about 8 minutes, maybe 8 to 10 minutes spent on each franchise, maybe give or take. So probably some more than others. Avengers. In particular, I'm hoping for an update for some kind of future roadmap, purely because the next-gen versions drop today, along with the Hawkeye DLC, which I'm probably going to have a look at later on tonight before I go to bed. So basically tonight I'm doing a Square Enix watch, I'm doing a FIFA competition, and I'm going to play some Avengers DLC. It's a long night of gaming for me this Thursday. Busy evening indeed. However, like I said, after today, nobody knows what that game's got in store for the future. So if they're not going to use a big presentation as a chance to showcase something, then
I'm actually not expecting anything massive from Avengers, and that's not me being pessimistic about the game. It's that they haven't got a war table planned, and I think this today is going to be more right. He's what you know. He's Hawkeye. That's out now. The next generation thing's out now. More will be happening. Tune into the war table for more details and what the roadmap going forward. I think that's how they're going to play it.
Quite possibly.
Which I think that's fine. To be honest, I would be quite. Even if I was big into the game, I think that I'd be quite content with that. Like, yep, you've acknowledged he's the stuff. Now let's move on, and that gives us more time to talk about Life is Strange, Outriders, Tomb Raider, Balan Wonderworld, Just Cause Mobile, other mobile announcements on the Taito showcase.
Yeah, Just Cause Mobile. Yeah, of course. And the final big one is probably going to be Outriders, because that game is on the cusp of release. It's less than 2 weeks out. It just got the crazy announcement we missed on the podcast because it wasn't revealed that it's coming free to Game Pass, which then puts all the other competition, PlayStation, Stadia Pro, and all the other things kind of into question about the value of games and how incredibly good of a job Game Pass is doing to just bring such huge titles under their banner. That's a big point to look at. So
I think they're probably going to open the show with Outriders and probably close with Tomb Raider for me. I think
they did give us a heads up of what the event was going to cover. That's why we know about Life is Strange stuff. But I don't know whether that's like the set order necessarily. I'd hate to think they end the presentation with the Just Cause mobile game.
Yeah, it's like it kind of you start off with Life is Strange, Outriders, Balan Wonderworld, Tomb Raider, Marvel Avengers, Just Cause Mobile, new mobile gaming announcements, Taito Showcase. It kind of feels like that would fizzle out.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit, you'd think. But we'll definitely see. Rick Torn in the chat as well. Thanks for stopping by, Rick. Hope you're good and hope you're excited for some Square Enix news. We are 60 seconds away and the premiere is about to begin shortly. Hoping for some exciting Stadia news. There are a lot of games in this showcase that are already on or are coming to Stadia, so let's get some hype out there. And remember, as always, Richie, when we play these showcase reaction live watch along events, I can't hear you all that well due to the audio for our audience out there. So apologies in advance if you say something and I do not hear it. We'll figure that dual audio thing out one time. But yeah, we are about to begin. I'm hoping we'll sync up our clock. It's probably not that relevant with a presentation event.
No,
but we sync
should be
up.
fairly synced.
Because I'm on the presentation already with the live chat, and I'm cautious of like, does it refresh itself or do I have to click refresh? What do you think?
I think it should.
It should kick in automatically, right? Are you on the same Square Enix page? Yeah.
Yeah, the official Square Enix YouTube.
Well, you got 200k subs.
Yeah.
That's surprisingly little for. Although there's probably like Square Enix US, which probably has like 2 point something million, I would guess.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I'm a big Square Enix fan, and I'm not subscribed.
Actually, neither are we. Although this is on the Sounds of Stadia channel, so that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, a 2-minute countdown. Why do that? Why do that? Right, Richie, we've got 2 minutes to keep talking about Square Enix.
To be honest, I was kind of expecting that. Because every premiere I've ever watched does have that kind of... It's the default YouTube premiere countdown.
It's crazy that even when Stadia did they only recently did it for the Good Stuff event, I think it was. Like they actually had the premiere rather than it just be a random video drops on the channel. And it was crazy to think even YouTube weren't able to edit this countdown animation to make it more unique and befitting of the video.
Well, Google haven't really utilised the premiere thing. They'll go, here's your day for the Connect or the Good Stuff event, and you sat there on the day of the event at the time, like, where's the link? Frantically refreshing Twitter. It's like, you have a feature to do this.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's literally part of your internal system. It's crazy how sometimes when you put a countdown clock up, it seems to be going either really fast or really slow. I don't know about you, but that countdown it seems faster than it should be.
Yeah, seems so. It might be just because your brain's getting tricked by how quickly the chat's moving.
I mean, the chat is on fire. I'm guessing the butterflies are for Life is Strange, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know what the wolf is for.
Maybe Tomb Raider?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, there are usually quite a lot of wolves. But then again, dinosaurs and tigers show up in Tomb Raider, so any animal. There's fire, which I guess it's saying that it's shit hot, maybe. And,
it's impossible to read when the chats start going that fast. You're not reading it.
What's the point in even putting a message in there? It's lost and no one's reacting to it. It's odd with premieres.
Mark says in the chat, free-to-play Avengers. What would your thoughts on that be, Chris?
Eventually, but too soon. Too soon. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Get the audio up there for you lovely people. Let me know if it's too loud in the chat. Dry's in the chat as well. Mark, thank you, of course, for stopping by. Here we go. Let's get it full screen as well. That makes sense. Oh, 1080p.
Oh, 2 minutes at the start.
Oh no, you're like a few seconds.
Right,
you're a few seconds ahead. Slow it down. Yeah. We've just seen the skull.
This planet was supposed to be a fresh start. Instead, we live in fear. The anomaly storms have forced us underground, running from a planet that considers us prey.
Yeah, it did, to be fair. Until this giant skeletal harpy shows up.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I still need to jump back into the demo. Afternoon, James Adams. Thank you for stopping by.
The music's such a tonal different change from what I would expect for some reason. Some Avatar vibes going on here.
Mankind might be on the back foot, but we push forward. We don't hide.
I mean, I'm liking the music, though.
We don't run.
Oh.
We are Outriders.
Getting excited, Chris. He said he's got a lot.
Welcome to the show. We have a lot in store for you today.
Well, here we go.
Updates on some of our most anticipated titles, new game announcements,
I wonder if you got any
world premiere of a new
surprises for
entry
us?
in one of our award-winning
Because it did tell us
franchises.
to run the show, but
Be sure you stay tuned until the very end to
could
get
be other
all of
stuff.
today's updates. This is Square Enix Presents. Now
think
let's
you're
pick
about
up with
5
some more
seconds
triangle
ahead
strategy.
still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for Outriders. I'm expecting the marketing is going to pick up massively in the next fortnight as we head towards the start of April.
So what?
I think I'd be
should
more
play at
interested
being a god
if
like
I didn't
you?
have such a large backlog already of games I want to play. I still need to play Morph Phoenix Rising. And I actually just bought Dragon Quest as well.
Outriders, a co-op RPG shooter set in a dark, original sci-fi universe.
I'm shoulder pads are straight out the
Created
80s.
by People Can Fly. Previously part of the Epic Games Group, the studio is renowned for developing world-class shooters like Bulletstorm and the Gears of War series.
This can't be happening! You people are insane! All of this is fucking
So this is from the demo, this current part.
Humankind is bleeding out in the trenches
It's quite
of
early in the
Enoch,
demo as well.
a once beautiful planet ravaged by a mysterious anomaly. Hyper-evolving its flora and fauna to purge the virus that is humanity. In other words, you.
Some
Now,
Lara Croft death scene right now.
Enoch is hell off Earth.
It's a spear through a chest.
Leading the colonization advance party, the Outriders are devastated by an early storm. While most of the unit is wiped out, you not only survive,
It's weird watching this after playing through
but are
the
left
demo of
altered.
it. Like, I know
More
where that's
than
from. I know where that's from.
Yeah, the demo is essentially what we're seeing now, so...
Now, with control over time, space, and matter,
Christopher
the
Torres, I'm a
Outriders
huge
have
fan of
gained
Square Enix
access to
games myself.
devastating anomaly energies.
I mean, I'm currently playing through Bravely
Demigods
Default 2,
strolling
so...
through the battlefield, the tables have most definitely turned. With the anomaly
Watch
flowing
this, we'll
through
get
their
Bravely
veins,
Default 2 now.
Outriders have split
Steady
off
now,
into
won't we?
4 classes, each offering a different customizable
Hope so.
playstyle and
take
extensive
anything.
skill tree. that while
Well, I won't be
freely
buying
that's a big skill
respecting
tree.
others, hard choices be made. If you prefer a devious hit-and-run approach, the trickster's manipulation of time and
Which
space
class did you
will be your
pick
taste.
again in the demo?
I
Deadly
think it was the trickster.
The trickster will
Really
annihilate
close,
enemies
but I
with
don't think I kind of
spectacular
liked it for that
powers,
style of game.
such as the temporal slice.
I think I would prefer like a sniper class or something.
Or if death
Temporal
from a
slice
distance
looks
is
quite
more your
effective,
thing,
mine.
Yeah.
The Technomancer combines the anomaly's powers with technology. Place deadly turrets or release climate-altering
he's your
area effect weapons to take down
Kind of
your foe.
support class.
The Devastator
You got your
class
brute.
is a tank in human form,
I never
a
played those.
biological sledgehammer, difficult to kill and dangerous to be near. The Devastator's control of gravity allows for brutal attacks, such as the impale
those look
ability
like cool
or
abilities.
gravity jump.
Me and Tom both went with this
There's
guy, the
the
Pyromancer.
a medium-range
Sounds like
class equipped to
Pyromancer,
take out
No.
multiple targets.
We're gonna have
Team
Team Pyro.
It may be easy to kill at close range, but you can leech energy from crowds of enemies, or detonate thermal bombs to tear their flesh apart.
That particular part where the guy explodes at the end of the
your
takedown
choice,
is very
confidence
satisfying.
is
I will
everything
say.
on the battlegrounds
The
of
audio
Enoch.
visual
Each
come together
class has
perfectly
its
like
own
a
spin
satisfying
on a
pop
healing
way. Like,
mechanic
yeah, that's what you get
that
for
rewards
attacking me.
health for performing certain actions.
explosion
that
of
reinforce the
hellfire.
class's playstyle. So get out of cover, throw yourself headfirst into the fray, and think.
Did you find
aggressive.
the AI in the demo to be
The
very
Outriders'
quite
journey
aggressive
will
as
take
well?
them beyond humanity's
Yeah, I think
furthest
it's designed-
exploration of Enoch.
It's
As they
clearly
fight
there's got a
to
lot
discover
of
the
strong
source
influence
of a
from the division in
mysterious
the game.
signal.
But I think rather than being like
Snow-capped
more
heights of
tactical,
Eagle
like
Peaks,
hiding in
the dense
cover,
jungles
moves and
and
cover,
arid
cover while you
deserts,
try to like flank your
deadly
enemies
enemies
and
that have
stuff. Just
adapted
went,
to their
you know what,
environment
it's going to be
ways.
chaos,
There's
let's
plenty to
embrace the
discover off
chaos.
the beaten path too.
Which is why you
Outriders
play as a
rich with
pyromancer
side quests
or
and
a
additional
devastator.
story.
Yeah.
You may be pulled into a search and rescue mission, drawn in to investigate a menacing cult, or asked to track and kill hyper-evolved creatures in the wild. Each quest allows you to
It's interesting how Square Enix essentially have like two massive games between Avengers and this going at the same time, whereas prior they had like nothing.
Or NPCs in your own convoy.
I almost wish this game came out a month ago.
Then of course, there's armor
Because
and
I
weapon
probably would have
mods,
bought
which
it because
allow
it was a
you
bit
to
of a
further
quiet
tweak your
period
gear
for
with
me in
modifiers
games.
that can
Then
have a
I
dramatic
bought Brave by
effect on
default
how
and
your
now
abilities play out in combat.
It's that
Layer in a
RPG,
full
JRPG
crafting
grind and
system,
just
and the staggering
just
depth
enjoy
of
it.
Outriders' loot system begins to become evident. You'll need to be fully in tune with your gear and abilities if you expect to
Max
survive
is
the
really
game's
good, man.
post-campaign content. Expeditions.
Down
With
in
a
the
level
chat,
threshold
Mark's in the
to take
chat,
part,
Jay,
Expeditions
Torres,
is only
Nick
for
of
the
Chaos,
hardiest of Outriders.
JP,
Pitting
so many
you against
people
the most
for the Square
lethal
Enix. Thanks for stopping by,
adversaries
everyone.
Enoch has to offer. Considered a suicide mission by most, your journey through the hellscape of Enoch is made possible.
Spent 10 minutes
thanks
on
to the
Outriders already,
Outriders
Richie.
Convoy,
yeah.
a mobile hub.
I might be
which
right in the
moves
prediction
through
for
the world.
Avengers then, just
Customized
kind
with
of
body kits,
touch over
paint
and go
jobs,
look at the war
and,
table.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
the skulls of fallen enemies. Trophies from battle aren't worth much if they can't be shown off. Your convoy will accompany you as you join a friend's game in co-op, where your achievements can get the eyeballs they deserve. This is all just the tip of the iceberg. As the Outriders travel further beyond humanity's reaches, the strange, horrific truths of Enoch begin to reveal themselves.
I feel like I've been hit with that Outriders logo so many times. There's the Stadia logo, so that's nice to see.
Yeah.
Play the demo now, of course, not on Stadia.
Oh, here we go.
Lara Croft, the iconic female action hero, burst onto the video game scene 25 years ago. With guns blazing and pickaxe in hand, she
Tomb
continues to
Raider,
inspire
bitch.
new generations today.
This year marks the 25th anniversary of Tomb Raider, and we are so excited to celebrate alongside fans throughout 2021.
Chris.
Over the years, Lara has uncovered lost tombs, solved ingenious puzzles, survived treacherous traps, and
Cyrus.
saved the world many times over. She's also become a pop culture icon who has inspired countless fans around the world to embrace their adventurous side and to just keep moving through challenging times. We have some exciting partnership news to celebrate Lara's 25th,
Partnership
including the
news.
recent
Is that
reveal of a Tomb Raider anime series in
all
collaboration
about
with
Tomb Raider
Netflix
anime
and Legendary
series,
yeah.
Television. And talent updates
she's
for the next
just
big
been in the new
screen
Fortnite
installment of
trailer.
Tomb Raider featuring Alicia Vikander. Lara's also all over the gaming space, and we're working with talented teams
like
on crossovers for Tom Clancy's
full
Ghost
in for the
Recon
celebrations.
Breakpoint
Like, yeah,
and
where can we put
War of
Lara?
the
Let's do
Visions,
it.
Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
It's a long
What
name.
is the Lost Valley statue is also progressing extremely well, and we can't wait to share the final paint with you in the coming months. And we're
Tomb Raider
thrilled to
cookbook.
announce that a Tomb Raider cookbook is coming later this year from
That's
Inside
cool.
Editions, which will allow fans
That'd
to
be an
break
awesome
recipes from
pre-order
Lara's
bonus, to
global
be
adventures
honest.
back home. We're also announcing today a new digital
Oh,
bundle
this is
that
the
will
trilogy
give the world
bundle.
a chance to play Lara's reboot adventure in
Yeah.
its entirety.
I heard
The
that
Tomb
was
Raider
rated on one of the
Definitive
stores
Survivor
earlier in the
trilogy
week.
follows Lara's origin from a survivor to the modern-day Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I already
We've
own
only
most
just
of the
kicked off
I
Lara's
own
25-year festivities,
each
so
of the
keep an eye
reboot
on our social
trilogy at
channels for
least
more
once.
nostalgic content, fan celebrations, and exciting surprises
I
throughout
almost
the
I
year.
own
twice,
2 or 3
yeah.
times.
If
Yeah.
I don't survive,
I think it might only be Rise that I don't
none
own
of
twice.
us will.
Great games, again. If you've never played them, they're fantastic.
Yeah, I've only actually just completed Rise, didn't I?
Yeah.
I've come
Got
so
Shadow
far.
next then.
Yeah, but
I'm
now
not
we're starting to get some
turning
new
back.
games coming out. I'm probably going to put Shadow on the back burner again.
Get ready!
There's a lot of DLC came with them as well.
Yeah.
Like Puzzle Room.
Yeah, I just skipped it. I skipped it. I wasn't bothered with it.
And on our way out,
No new
we
one,
have
though.
one last surprise.
Nope,
You've
one
seen
less.
that Lara Croft has now arrived in
yes.
Fortnite, but that's not the end of our epic collaboration. Croft Manor is coming to Fortnite Creative as a playable adventure on March 23rd. Alliance Studios has been hard at work on the hub, and we can't wait for you to play it next week. Be sure to check out Fortnite Creative and
Croft Manor in
Fortnite.com
Fortnite,
on
that's
March
pretty cool.
23rd to learn more.
Croft Manor in the Angelina Jolie.
When you're on the
movies,
go,
it's the exact
you
same
don't lose your
building they
passion
live
for
in the
gaming.
Mummy movies.
So we're bringing some of our most popular
It's a
characters
nice
and
little,
brands to mobile.
location fact
Here's a
for you
look.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's Just Cause Mobile. Is it?
probably, yeah. What's your experience with Just Cause as a series?
I've enjoyed what I've played of it, but it's similar back to that Saints Row thing where it's just absolute craziness. I don't feel like I get as much enjoyment out of that as I did when I was a teenager.
Yeah, I'm completely with you. I think we got Just Cause 3 on PS Plus before, a couple of years back. And I jumped in and was like, after like an hour, like, this game isn't for me.
Yeah. Like, I enjoy it every bit I see or play. I thoroughly have fun, but I don't. There's never anything that pulls me back into it.
Yeah, that was what it was for me. I kind of came away with the impression what this game needs is a nice hot bath and a cup of chamomile tea.
I think you might be
Just
showing
calm
your
down, it's fine. It's
age
going to
there.
be okay.
I mean, this trailer in itself is embodying Just Cause perfectly. It's just non-stop chaos.
Yeah, it's something about when you see a bunch of guys like riding a missile. It's like just not into it. That's just too much.
Yeah, so because you're a man of physics, that's why, Richie. A grappling hook that doesn't like rip your arm off.
Yeah.
Just doesn't.
No, don't take the hook shot away from me. West Wing and Breath of the Wild maybe we can get rid of the hook shot.
What's this one then? What have we got from Montreal?
Greetings, 426. This is a unique opportunity.
I mean, this is positioned exactly
You've
like a
large
Hitman
shoes to
game right
fill.
now, even with the
To
voiceover.
succeed, you will need to work together.
I was
and
thinking it was
strike
almost
from the
Rainbow
shadows.
Six Siege as well.
Proceed at your discretion. Good luck.
I wonder if it's the same voice actor. Oh, it's a Hitman game. There you go.
Oh, there you go then.
A mobile Hitman game.
Okay. Space Invaders.
If I want to play Hitman on mobile, I'll play Hitman on Stadia.
That's a good response, Richie. Space Invaders isn't owned by Square Enix, is it?
Need to Google
I just
that.
presume it would have been like Bandai Namco who would have picked it up. Oh, we're getting a Space Invaders rave.
Oh, it's Taito. It was developed by Taito, Square's sister company, so yes.
Right.
Yes, Space Invaders is Square Enix.
Augmented reality game. There you go. Learn something new every day, ladies and gentlemen.
Your eyes weren't playing tricks on you. Square Enix Montreal and Taito are collaborating on a new vision for the Space Invaders brand. with an upcoming mobile game built on innovative AR
64
technology.
player.
And now let's take a look at a few
Battle
more
Royale.
delightful games from Taito.
Where's Tom when you need to talk about Taito? Remember on the podcast, Richie, when Tom didn't even know who Taito were?
Yeah, Tom didn't know who they were.
We had to give him a full rundown of all the history, like great games like Space Invaders. It's a good thing he's not here to defend himself, really.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Like, I remember telling him about Bubble Bobble and everything, and he was just going, I've never heard of Bubble Bobble, Chris. So take his IT degree away from him. What have we got here?
Radius?
Maybe. Yeah, we're definitely getting copyright struck on every one of these videos, by the way.
As long as it's just a claim and not a strike, I won't be getting it.
As long as the tunes and the beat is decent, I don't mind.
If it's a claim, all it means is we don't get the ad revenue for the video.
Here we go. It was Darius, not to be confused with the pop idol singer from
Oh, here you go, Chris. Bubble Bobble.
Hey! See, Tom, I told you this was going to be coming on the showcase. Did you know what it was? No. No idea. It's like Bubble Bobble Smash Bros.
I still don't even know what this game is.
I don't think the game knows what it is.
Yeah.
It's definitely got deep Nintendo vibes to it. I'll give it that much.
Yeah.
Bubble Bobble for friends.
Let's shift our attention to Marvel's
Please,
Avengers.
let's.
We've come a long way since launch, and today, Earth's mightiest heroes are
What are we
launching on
getting?
PlayStation 5,
I like this
Xbox
art
Series
style.
X and S, and the team's roster is growing.
Quite cool.
It goes across all IP quite nicely.
There you go, Chris.
Come on, give us that roadmap.
Avengers, you finally arrived. Bruce? It's only the Maestro now.
It's Santa Ho.
Breathe in the desolation that surrounds you, Barton. I will save you from it all.
So they're driving home.
The next gen upgrade for Stadia.
Yeah, it's something that's not really addressed that much, but it'll be great to just see them boost it. I mean, load times have been fantastic for the most part anyway, but if they can tighten up everything else...
I mean, it's not mentioned for the upgrade.
Is that it? Is that all they're going to mention about
Check
Avengers?
out this extended gameplay from Operation Hawkeye, Future Imperfect.
I mean, why?
Hey,
There we go.
Hawkeye! Long time. Good to see you. How's my dog doing?
Lucky's great. I love that dog. But wait, didn't you move out today?
What? No. What makes you say that?
They said they were movers.
I don't know.
Linton Francis Barton. What great timing.
Do I know you?
Watchdogs. Ames hired guns.
Surrender
Ubisoft
quietly.
Watch Dogs making a crossover
Die
appearance.
noisily.
Imagine if before they even got an arrow out the quiver, they just shot them. The bad guys could be pretty done with them. And Thor's there! Nothing to worry about now. Here we go.
It's fair. It soon 4 turns up unless you're like on the level like a Thanos. You're gonna be fine.
That will feel good in the morning.
So it looks like Maestro's probably going to be.
We've
the next
established
main
a direct connection to the future time
I feel like gameplay
I've made
segment
the
was a bit
necessary
unnecessary. It didn't really showcase it that well.
What's your plan?
If he plays anything like Kate Bishop plays, like, it'll be super fun. Because she was great. Jumping around, very, very quick. The arrows were fantastic. But I don't feel like that gameplay segment added anything.
With two archers coming
Got
out
eyes on the
back to back
mercenaries.
as releases, there's got to be a significant difference between how they play. Otherwise, it just feel a bit cheap. I mean, there will be some similarities, but
Well, he has his katana still.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the Kate Bishop has like the kind of the portal jumping she can do to get around.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to have that, so he seems more
He
like
seems to have the grapple.
yeah, it seems more like Black Widow merged with Kate Bishop.
I do like just the combination between archery and sword.
Very smooth it is with Kate. Now I'm guessing this is the future landscape because this looks like a world I've not seen. Like just the colour palette's different enough from the original content.
Which is good because they do need to change up the landscape.
Yeah, I mean 6 months after the game's release we still have 2 villains. We've said that before.
Like this?
So I'm guessing Hulk or Maestro is going to be another villain to face now.
Whatever I thought they might have been
like
through.
2 villains, about 3 or 4
worse.
recurring areas. But the problem is, with the recurring areas, there was stuff in the main campaign that was more varied than in like big multiplayer stuff, like especially like the space stuff. Like they just didn't do anything.
The Supreme Leader hadn't noticed you? You shouldn't be here, and soon you won't be.
All right.
Taskmaster?
No, we've never seen him before.
Look, he's an ugly, washed-up SHIELD agent in the future too.
Nice to know some things never change.
Why are you focusing on Taskmaster right now? One of the criticisms you're getting from the game is just reusing the same villains over and over again.
And the rats run out of their hole. You're making this far too easy. Yeah, should have known you'd survive. Always looking out for yourself.
I mean, it's pretty cool. You can tell like they're actually playing it. Really, when he was aiming, when you know he's aiming a bit too long, we can obviously tell that is a guy probably he's a bit rusty playing.
Yeah, certainly. Big shout out as well in the chat to GIS UK, I should say. Loving the community here. Here's £5 to help Chris get some headphones. I have headphones. I just only wear them when I'm gaming, but I do appreciate that. And everyone out there who's tuned in to watch our video, follow, watch along today. I expected more from Avengers, if I'm honest, Richie. I've loved every minute of it so far, even some of the replayability. They have added in you can replay the campaign, which I couldn't believe you couldn't do already, because the campaign is arguably the best part about that game.
Oh, the campaign is by far the best part. Like, I don't think it's even close. I thought the multiplayer was kind of boring and shoddy, to be honest.
Boring.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you,
Dr.
JRS.
I read your proposal, and I must admit, I'm disappointed.
This is another villain.
You have the men. You have the tech. All you need now is me.
Is this Wakanda we're seeing? Or oh, there's some Black Panther statues. Finally. Here we go. Who wants the vibranium? Is it? Oh, it's Ulysses Claw. There we go. Now the game can get hype. New characters, new locations.
A location that's very visually different as well.
Later this year, no date, but that's what they need to do. We've said all along. The rich world that Marvel offers.
To restore balance and happiness.
They've got so much to do. Awesome.
It didn't really offer as much that we didn't already know, because we knew Black Panther was coming. We knew Hawkeye was. He's out now, isn't he?
Today, yeah.
Yeah, so it's. But again, there's a war table planned.
Now it's officially official, though, which is what we like to see.
Or two.
Now this game, Richie, this is the one that I've heard be criticised all over the place for how bad it runs. From audio syncing, falling through the world, bad animation.
I'm sure it's probably been improved since. The thing is, if you play a pre-release build of the game, you're going to have a bad experience.
I mean, it depends how good the finish is on it. That shouldn't be a guarantee. If you're going to put it out to anyone, members of the public, it should be at a certain level of quality.
Oh, yeah.
I also don't know what the hell it's about. Apparently the soundtrack's decent. But bear in mind, I think on PlayStation, Xbox Next Gen, this is like a full price title as well. So it's £70 for this almost.
Face your fears.
Yeah.
Find your balance. True happiness is an adventure.
He's not wrong there. True happiness is an adventure.
Balan Wonderworld.
March 26th, so it's actually due
Next
out
up,
imminently.
the world premiere of the next major Life is Strange game.
Which, I don't know if you noticed in the chat, Chris, someone mentioned earlier that you can already pre-order this in the Stadia store.
I hadn't seen my brother.
So Life is Strange coming to Stadia. Is this the new one, I take it? Here we go.
Yeah.
It's just so good to see you again. Welcome to Haven.
The new studio from Jade Raymond, Haven.
I'm glad you two met. Is this dude my best friend?
And this dude hands me the best beers?
Alex, right? I'm Steph.
I didn't realize
that we all knew you were coming.
for the first time in years.
Well, what do you think?
I love it. I really let myself believe.
Welcome home.
I don't know what to believe now, except Gabe is dead.
Oh, it never stays happy, does it, in these games?
I mean,
this was for you.
It can't really, can it? Otherwise, it wouldn't be a game.
True.
Hearing everyone talk about my brother, about the life he had here with all of you, I lost the chance to have that.
What happened to Gabe was a senseless, tragic accident.
It wasn't an accident.
Son, now is
She looks
not
so
the
much like
time.
Chloe.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
That's probably it either is or it's a very specific design choice to make fans go like, oh.
I mean, it's just a white girl in a beanie, so
Haven's a community. We help each other.
Alex, be careful.
It would be cool if it
There's
was
something
Chloe, and like that's
you
how
should know
it's
about
going to
me.
try and tie them all together.
I know what other people are feeling. I can see these auras around them.
Red
If
for
they're
bad, right,
angry
Richie?
Or sad or afraid. I feel it too. When I focus, I can even understand why they're feeling it. And if somebody's feeling something big, it infects me and I lose control. I've never told anyone. But now I can find out what's really going on.
You'll need help.
I've got your back.
Life is Strange, 2 colours, spelt wrong, of course. Americans out there missing the U. But
welcome to the world premiere
next major
of the
game
next major game in the Life is Strange series,
is Deck
developed
9
by Deck 9 Games. I'm Maya, also known as MXMTune, and I'm a musician and a huge Life is Strange fan. So I'm super excited to be your host for today's show. If you're not familiar with the games, Life is Strange is a series of standalone adventures that explore dramatic, emotional stories about regular people, but with a stunning twist of the supernatural.
September 2020.
Life is Strange True Colors features a brand new cast, power, and story, so it's the perfect place to jump in if you're new to the series. Now, let's throw the spotlight over to Deck 9 Games director Zach Garris and Erica Mori, the actor behind our brand new lead, Alex Chen, for more.
Life is Strange True Colors is a game we at Deck 9 have been working on since 2017. It has been a real labor of love for us. We are so delighted to share it with you today. At its heart, this is a game about empathy, about how we connect to each other. The story is driven by a complex mystery with supernatural elements, all brought to life by an incredible cast, led by our new player character, Alex, played by Erica Mori.
What I love most about Alex is she's this smart, resilient young woman
that's my
who,
big
at the
hanging
start
point.
of the game, has
And
already
what
weathered
does the
a
Stadia
really
pre-order
difficult
say?
life in the foster care system.
It's
But she still has this hope for the future.
and it's just
that
all the
somewhere she can find a
deluxe
place
edition
to
is
call home.
$54.99.
So that just sounds like it's one game. Otherwise,
At the
it would have
invitation
to
of
be
her
sold
brother,
in,
Alex
like,
travels
it
to the
would have
town
say a
of
season
Haven
pass or something,
Springs.
right?
It's a
the
fresh start, framed
difference
against the beautiful mountain
between them seems
vistas,
to be
sprawling
maybe
lakes, and
cosmetic
colorful architecture.
DLC.
A setting that embodies the promise of every small town across America.
It's her chance to start over in a
Okay,
place where she can rebuild her relationship
Deluxe
with
version
Gabe
comes with
after
Life
8
is
years
Strange
apart.
Wavelengths, which is a bonus story.
Alex!
So it's probably like an extra episode or something.
Oh. What's the protocol for reuniting with your long-lost sister after 8 years?
High five.
In Life is Strange True Colors, Alex's power,
Say hello.
or curse, as she calls it at the start of the game, is an unparalleled empathic ability. The psychic power of
She's
empathy.
holding the phone upside
It
down.
allows her to experience the emotions of other characters around her, but it's also a volatile power that can
cool
bleed
kids hold
into
phones
and
on
take
this.
over her own
Sorry?
emotions if she's not
So all the
careful.
cool kids hold the phones.
This
upside down.
power is a key part of the game and very much under your control. And there are plenty of opportunities to use your power as you freely explore the streets and spaces of
Looks a
Haven
lot more
Springs.
colourful than the previous titles.
On
Looks
her
a bit
very
more
first
open-worldy
day in
as well.
Haven Springs, Alex meets our cast, including 2 new friends and potential romantic interests, Ryan and Steph, who fans may recognize from Life is Strange Before the Storm.
Our extensive cast
You
of
don't
characters is
remember
at the
her
heart
from
of every
Before the
moment
Storm,
of the
if
game.
I'm honest.
And for the
I
first
don't.
time, they're rendered using full performance capture
I need
technology,
to pre-play
captured
Life is
and
Strange Before the
animated
Storm.
here in-house at Deck 9.
Making this the most visually
We've all rocked
advanced
out to
entry
a
in the
brush as a
series,
guitar, right, Richie,
and
at
a
one
true
point in
next
our lives?
generation of Life is Strange.
I mean, I've got guitar on the wall. What do you think?
In Life is Strange True
Yeah, but
Colors,
yeah, at one point
the
you liked
mystery
it, yeah.
surrounding Gabe's death is what ties
Oh, yeah.
everything together. After Alex's brother dies in what appears to be an accident, Alex quickly realizes there's a larger story
I
behind
don't
what
think he's
happened
dead.
to him, and she's determined to get to the truth.
He's been
It
sacrificed to a
becomes
bunch
clear
of
that
cultists.
only Alex, using her psychic power of empathy, can uncover what really happened.
We can't wait for you to experience Alex's journey.
He's got a very
This is your chance to build your
low-key
own
tone
future
voice,
for
this
her
guy, doesn't he?
Yeah,
and
very
for the
soft
entire
spoken.
town of Haven Springs.
Thanks, guys. And there's one more thing. I'm excited to reveal that I'm providing Alex Chen's in-game singing voice. As a longtime fan of Life is Strange, being even a small part of this universe and of Alex means the absolute world to me. Here's a short clip of Alex feeling uncertain after having a rocky start to her first day in Haven Springs.
The soundtrack to Life is Strange has always been quite underrated, in my opinion.
Gives me very strong college vibes.
Yeah.
Dressed like an angel.
Some Last of Us 2. Echoed in this.
Skin makes me cry.
I wonder if you get to play the guitar like in The Last of Us.
In a beautiful world.
Maybe.
Copyright strike
I
for
wish I
Richie
was
and Chris.
You're so very
Emon in the chat with
special.
JP, Dre as well, and Jins. Thanks for stopping by, gents.
But I'm a creep.
Oh, don't say that to yourself.
I'm a weirdo.
We're all weirdos, aren't we, really, Richie? If we really look at ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, I'm spending my Thursday evening on a day off watching this presentation. That's not a normal thing that people do.
That is
And
true.
I love it.
The random
I am
segue.
so excited for this game, and I hope that you're feeling the exact same way after this first look. And now, the big news that you've been waiting for. We're absolutely thrilled to announce that
It's
the full
coming
game is
out.
coming
There you
out
go.
in
We
September.
knew that anyway.
That's
September
right.
the 10th, 2021.
You won't have to wait for the rest
Then
of
we know
the
it's
story.
coming to
You can
Stadia,
binge it
Richie, which is
all at
great.
once, or
That
use
makes
the chapter breaks to
tuning
take
in for this
much-needed
presentation
reflection.
all the worthwhile, even if
You
we
can
just get
pre-order
one
Life
game.
is Strange True Colors right now on
I mean, it's already on the store. You can pre-order it. I don't know
There's
why you
also one more
Well, you
very
can.
special thing we've yet
And
to
that's
reveal.
not a comment in the game. It's a
We're
comment on
delighted
pre-orders
to
and
announce
Stadia
that
being
Life
weird.
is Strange and Life is Strange Before the Storm
Remastered?
return in an all-new remastered collection featuring enhanced
So is the
visuals
remastered
and
going to
animations.
come to Stadia? Because again, it's odd that you would get the new one, but not the remaster. Do it. Get the whole set there. That's what we want. We need these entire franchises from beginning to end, so people can
I
jump
mean,
in at
one
the
and
beginning.
two, one and four installed as a single thing.
awesome. So that's the
So
original.
it's weird. We have the date for the new one, but we don't. We have the
Fall
season for the old one,
The
which
Life is
is around
Strange
about the time of the
Remastered
new one.
Collection will be available as a part of the Life is Strange True
Oh,
Colors
Ultimate Edition.
Ultimate
There you go,
Edition.
Richie. So if you buy
And
the
also
Ultimate
available
Edition,
standalone later
which
on
is
this
available
year.
in the Stadia store,
and
right?
that's it for today. Thank you
it's
so
a
much for
deluxe
watching,
edition
and make sure
that's
to keep an
available.
Right, so
eye
not
on
the
the Life
Ultimate
is Strange
Edition.
channels. for
Yeah,
more.
I'm guessing that.
Okay, interesting.
I mean, hopefully it'll come out.
She's dressed as a witch.
Scarlet Witch.
Oh, all the emotions, it's like Inside Out from Pixar right now. All the colours of a rainbow. And there we go. So, September 10th, ladies and gentlemen, for your Stadia pre-orders, if you are so inclined.
And our final update today comes from the team at Luminous
Got another
Production.
fan. It said that was the end, didn't it? Apparently not. Project Athia.
Working title.
Hey everyone, I'm Ella Valenska. Today I am super excited to finally announce that I play the lead character Frey.
I hope they
in
really
working
say that's going to be
title
actually the name to do
Project
a
Athia,
Project
brand new
Octopath
IP from
again.
Square Enix and Luminous
Working title
Productions
Project
about
Athia,
a
there
young
you go.
woman in a beautiful yet threatening world.
I feel like we heard about this at
The
one of
development
the
team has been
PlayStation or
working
Xbox
super,
showcases.
super hard to create this remarkable journey, and it's
I've heard
been
of
incredibly
Project Athia
exciting to be a
before.
part of it. Frey is a character I immediately connected with when this project was first brought to me, and I've
June
had so
2020
much fun
wasn't it?
working with the team to bring her
The teaser
character to
trailer
life
for the
in
PS5
performance
event.
capture
Ah,
and
must have
voice
been that
recording
then.
sessions. While we're not quite ready to reveal everything today, we do have a sneak peek at a brand new scene from the game and the final name to share.
Ooh, final
so please
name.
enjoy.
Yeah.
It's always interesting when they give them project titles because then you already associate with that project the working titles. So then anything different, you're gonna go. You have to question whether you like it in comparison to the working title.
I think Square have been quite open about the project titles recently, but being obvious that it's in the working title rather than Gods and Monsters.
Is it gone?
Yes, and we should leave this place as well.
With that thing out there?
It's so weird that there's dragons and she's just rocking a pair of like Reebok trainers.
I kind of like how silly Square getting with the working titles, like Project Triangle Strategy is fantastic.
What's this one? Dragon Times. Forspoken. Okay. If that ended up being Dragon Times there, that would have been like a 1 in a million shot. Oh, it's very Final Fantasy, Richie.
I was actually thinking a bit of Horizons.
You were thinking what?
But Horizon for some reason?
Probably the desert.
Yeah.
Only
PC and
PS5.
PS5.
So is that a PlayStation exclusive then?
Thank you for joining
It was
us
on
to
PC
see
as
what's
well.
in store from studios across
Isn't the new
Square
Final
Enix.
Fantasy
But there is
PlayStation
more to come.
exclusive and
Be on the
PC?
lookout for our next
Console
Square Enix Presents
exclusive.
this summer.
Console exclusive. So there we have it, Richie. Go for the recap. I know I saw Emon in the chat saying... I'll just mute that down there. I saw Emon in the chat saying, what did you miss? So as a recap, Richie, going back over, we've obviously just saw Forspoken, which has nothing to do with Stadia.
Yeah.
Dwayne Anderson says 2-year PS5 exclusive in the chat, so... I guess that's we're probably not going to see that one for some time.
Yeah,
Rewinding
on PS5 then.
Yeah, rewinding back then, we do have the Life is Strange new game dropping this summer. And Richie, you said it was actually available on Stadia.
Yes,
so
it's
we'll-
available for pre-order right now.
Right now,
The base version and the Deluxe Edition. The Deluxe Edition comes with a bit of cosmetic DLC and an additional story.
Okay. Fun stuff. So that's something to look out for. Already available. And
Yeah.
we knew that news ahead of the presentation because it did drop on the stars.
Yeah.
We went live. Was this the news you saw earlier on, Richie?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was the same one. Okay. But it's great to see. So I guess we just have to hang fire and wait to see if we get the remastered collection from the original coming soon and whether we will see an ultimate bundle on Stadia. But we'll have to wait with bated breath for that one. Rewinding a bit further, we had some Balan Wonderworld. No interest to me. Probably no interest to you.
No.
but it was there anyway. Rewinding a bit further, we got the Avengers update. Obviously, Hawkeye drops on Avengers today. It's actually live now, so if you go check that out. But we also finally got a tease towards the long-anticipated Black Panther with the Wakanda hub world. That excites me a little bit. I'm excited to see the game just kind of get a refreshed look with some new characters and hopefully some new villains. Hopefully that's going to come along. And going back a bit further, we had Tomb Raider as well. There's a couple of things in the works regarding the sequel with Alicia Vikander and a couple of other things. No new game announcements came out, unfortunately.
I don't think there was much new in the Tomb Raider stuff. It was more just a reminder. Tomb Raider 25th anniversary. We're working with all these partners. I suppose there's like things like confirmation of things like her being in Fortnite. It looks like Croft Manor's going to be in Fortnite as well.
Yeah, we saw.
I'm excited for the anime.
Yeah, anime. It's Netflix, right? The anime series.
I don't know.
Sounds like a Netflix thing.
Yeah,
that's what Castlevania and stuff seem to be dropping. And I guess the kind of other big part news for Tomb Raider was they're doing a trilogy collection. All the reboot versions, which are all available on Stadia, they're now going to be bundled into one collection. I don't know whether that'll make its way across. With the games being on Stadia's servers, what would they need to do other than just create a different store link that gives you access to all three games and a new kind of menu screen, maybe? Very little work probably would need to go into it, but we will see about that if it'll pop up soon. Of course, we probably own most of them if we are Pro members, because they, I think, was it 1 and 3 have both dropped on Pro, but the middle one, Rise, hasn't.
Rise has been on sale loads of times.
Yeah, I think it's on sale now, actually. I would not surprise me.
It's entirely possible.
And go right back to the beginning, of course. The presentation started off with some Outriders, quite a bit of Outriders content, just giving us a reminder that it drops on the 1st of April on Stadia too, so you can head out there. They give us a deeper look into some of the different classes you can fight as and some more action on the planet Enoch. Richie, I'll throw it over to you for your final thoughts and summary. What was the most exciting thing you saw from that whole presentation?
I'm a big Life is Strange fan, so I'm definitely interested to see the new game. We still don't have confirmation whether it's episodic or not. I suspect... I am actually at this point still suspecting that it's not going to release in an episodic fashion, but the game itself might play out episodically. So you buy the game, you get all... Say, if it's got 5 episodes in it, you get all 5 immediately.
Okay.
And I think that would be the best thing for it. So... Yeah, I think that's it for me. I'm excited about Project Athia, but that still seems a way off, and also not Stadia.
That is true. But where did you see it in the store? I've got the store up now. It's not going to be in new releases. Is the pre-order section? If only there was a search bar, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Add-ons, free games, pre-order now. There we go. Pre-order now. Right down the bottom. Yeah, so we've got Life is Strange True Colors and Deluxe Edition. If we go into True Colors itself, we get the usual thumbnail art. Looks very, very pretty. Nice scene
nice
there.
Nice use of colour.
Nice use of colour, yeah, certainly. 176 days till it comes out. If we look at the description, a bold new era, 4 additional outfits, thrilling mystery. Yeah, I don't think it's episodic. There's just something about it which, just in the nature of the way the pre-order's up, it doesn't say anything about... If you buy the game now, I feel like in the description legally it would have to say this is part 1 of 5 or something like that, and it doesn't.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking if it is an episodic game, you get everything instantly, and it's just split into episodes. Almost like before, like if you bought like a Telltale bundle after the last episode come out.
Yeah, like the complete edition.
Yeah.
Still doesn't say anywhere in the wording, which makes me question it. But. Alas, so we saw Life is Strange. That's by far, I think, the biggest news to come out of it. JP in the chat says, they mentioned Netflix, so it was Netflix that the anime Tomb Raider is coming to. So that was your highlight out of the entire amount.
Yeah, I was hoping for a bit more Tomb Raider, to be honest, but it's just like Tomb Raider's collaborating with other things.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, I suppose. It's the 25th anniversary for the entire year, and this is Square Enix did mark this down as the spring 2021 Square Enix Presents event. So my guess is they're probably most likely going to potentially have a summer, maybe an autumn, maybe a winter one of these things.
It's almost possible that they're just planning a just Tomb Raider event full stop, because Tomb Raider is a franchise I think could hold that sort of event on its own.
My follow-up question is, well, actually two. One is, when do you think you'll get around to playing the final of the trilogy to kind of round out that Lara Croft adventure?
I don't know, because it's hard to say, because it depends what games I've got coming up and when I fancy it. If I want something that's relatively a short experience that's quite linear and action focused and cinematic, then I'll probably jump in sooner rather than later. But it really depends when I'm in the mood for something, and it depends when I'm between games, what am I feeling. It's definitely a game I will play between other stuff.
And how many pro games we get every month on Stadia. That's always a big decision maker.
And sales, because I mean, I'm currently playing, for, I've said loads of times, Bravely Default. I have bought Dragon Quest on Stadia because I've never played a Dragon Quest and I think I'd enjoy it. So that's apparently, that's like another 60 to 100 hour game right there.
Yeah, certainly is. And my final question is, Lara Croft being 25 years old, how old does that make you feel?
31.
still the same. Still the same.
No, it makes you feel really quite old. It's like, yeah, God, I remember the first Tomb Raider game that came out in our lifetime. This is like the generation before us reminiscing of like Mario.
Indeed, yeah, it kind of is. We also got like a little Square Space Invaders update, and some other little titles there. Bubble Bobble, remember? Taito, who I can't believe again Tom didn't have a clue they even were a thing, but that's all to check out on the podcast. That's all to check out on the podcast. And lots more stuff as well as part of the Square Enix Presents event. That's been our watch along. That's been our live reactions for Avengers. But I was going to say, don't go anywhere, but you kind of don't have a choice because we're going to close the stream down. What we'd say, if you are a big fan of Stadia, the game Square Enix, on our channel here, we do appreciate if you give us a like down below, and subscribe if you're not already done so, because we're coming back in just under a few hours' time for our FIFA First Look Cup, where myself and Richie are going to be challenging and versing some of you lovely people out there in the Stadia community who picked up EA Sports FIFA 21 just yesterday, St. Patrick's Day. Not in celebration of that or anything, it was just a happy coincidence. We may wear a strip in green, we may not, but we played FIFA last night a little bit, Richie, just to shake off the rust, and we're going to get into it tonight and see how that goes. So we'll be back.
I mean, I did win twice, so
that doesn't count if it's not on
both
stream.
Both of them 2-1.
If it's not on stream, it doesn't count.
Oh, I posted some stuff on our Discord, so
that doesn't count. Has to be on stream. Thank you to everybody who stopped by in the chat. We hope you'll join us in just a few hours' time. We're probably looking at just actually bang on 2 hours till we rejoin you. 8 p.m. GMT time. If you're a big football or soccer fan, we'd appreciate you stopping by for maybe a little match. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's been our Square Enix Presents reaction / live watch along. Thank you as always for checking us out, and don't forget to head over and check out the Sounds of Stadia podcast if you haven't done so already, where myself, Richie, and our lovely third co-host Tom round up all the Stadia and gaming news for your listening or viewing pleasure. Available on youtube.com/Sounds of Stadia, and also podcast platforms all over the place in the digital world. My name's been Chris.
I've been Richie.
We've been Sounds of Stadia. We'll see you in a few hours with some football gear on. See you soon.
See you soon.
Go.